What's up, guys? This is another review, but this one's a little different. I usually review movies when I get fresh out of theater, but I am now reviewing the movie-going experience called Screen X. If you haven't heard about it, you're in the same boat as me. I had not heard about Screen X until yesterday. Decided to come back and check it out and see what it's all about. So, Screen X is basically a surround movie-going experience. So they project the movie on the screen in front of you like normal, but it's also on the wall, so on the left and the right. The closest thing that I've ever experienced to like a Screen X theater is the Sunset Showcase in Disney California Adventures, if you've ever seen that. That one's a little different because it also is 4D, it has like wind effects and sometimes water effects as well where you're watching. This one doesn't have that. Biggest problem I have with it is you need to be sitting in a very specific spot. There's probably like only like 8 seats total where I think that you could get this in the sweet spot where you're watching it. The theater that I saw it at wasn't originally made for Screen X. I don't know if there's any theaters out there that are made specifically for Screen X. I was sitting off to the side, and it wasn't a huge theater. It's like probably the rows are probably like 15 seats wide, just standard seats, so they're not very wide. And I sat on the edge, which is usually pretty fine in a normal theater going experience. So I was on the left side. Everything from the middle to the right looked fine, but everything on the left was kind of squished and looked kind of weird. And also because I was so close to the edge, there was one of the projectors that was on the right side. I could see it out of the corner of my eye, so whenever there was something on the screen that was kind of like shining a little light in the side of my eye, which was kind of weird and kind of annoying. The best thing that I can compare it to is IMAX and when that technology came out. And so it's got little kinks that it's still got to get out, just like how that was. So the movie that I saw it with was The Meg, which I thought would be a good movie to check out with, because it's kind of a movie where it's kind of getting into a different world and kind of an immersive experience. The entire movie wasn't shown on the side screens. It was only a certain scene. And just like with IMAX, if the whole IMAX movie isn't shot in the full frame, it'll shrink down. And with this, I feel like you notice it a lot more than you do with IMAX, just because it's like, it just, all of a sudden the sides just light up. The transitions are kind of smooth, but every time it went in and out, it was kind of jarring and kind of distracting for me. Another thing that I really didn't like either was that on the corners of the screen, like where the flat part stops and where the wall begins, there's a black strip. So you have a really significant break that you can see in the middle. For this to work best, they would need like a rounded screen where it's projected, and so you wouldn't have those seams and those breaks in the screen that would be less distracting. That's my opinion. I think it would work best. I think there's potential. I think this could be a new step in filmmaking. It's just, I think that it would need a filmmaker that could sit down and think about it and that would film specifically in this format. They would need to film with this in mind, knowing that they would have to be filling up the entire screen and the entire theater for the whole movie. And I don't think that you can have many transitions going in and out. It was an okay experience, maybe with a better movie, because I really didn't like The Meg. That's a whole different subject. But I think for the price, I would say skip it until this format gets a little better and test it out a little bit more. So that's my review of Screen X and my little review of The Meg. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.